This is such an interesting story because it's like these little coincidences you just never expect to happen. I think it was part of the plan. So I'd always been interested in proof of work, and I think proof of work is very elegant. I continue to think it has great qualities that aren't recaptured by proof of stake. And so I'd always written a lot about proof of work. And specifically, when the debates were happening, Vitalik had a big long series about proof of stake over proof of work. I took the other side of that and I thought, as interesting as Ethereum is, I think it's actually a mistake to deprecate proof of work on Ethereum. This is kind of in 2018, 2019 era. And I inserted myself in those debates, was strongly on the side of proof of work. And through that, I got connected to a couple entrepreneurs that had an Ethereum mining operation at the time called Atlantic Crypto, actually. And specifically Brian Venturo and Brandon McBee. And their business was mining Ethereum. And they were also, unsurprisingly, on the side of Ethereum keeping proof of work going and being skeptical about proof of stake. So that's how I met them, was just things I'd written about the benefits of proof of work over proof of stake. And we found a lot of intellectual commonalities. And then they told me they were thinking about kind of pivoting the company a bit and opening up their GPU farm to other types of compute. At the time, it wasn't AI, actually. It was more rendering focused. So like Blender, and I don't know the rendering world very well, but other types of compute beyond just Ethereum. And of course, I think they saw the need to diversify their client base too. So I wrote them a check into, I think the seed round, or is basically the first round back in 2018, open to external investors on the strength of that narrative.
So the thesis that you bet on was this kind of rendering distributed compute thesis that you bet on. You weren't investing in the Ethereum miner for the mining capability. You're betting on the pivot.
Like them, I realized that Ethereum would eventually make the transition, and I was bearish on their ability to make the transition in a timely manner. So the bet was they would be able to find other demand for their big GPU fleet, high-end GPUs too, but that Ethereum would tide them over until then. And had the Ethereum merge happen on time, Coreweave would not be in business, in my opinion.